A quick thanks to Logitech G and the G432 7.1 surround sound gaming headset for sponsoring this video. To check out the tech behind the G432, click the link in the description. Hello and welcome to Rock Paper Shotgun. I'm Alice and this is Blasphemous. I've been to see Blasphemous at Gamescom this week and I really liked what I played of it, so I thought I'd show you too. It's created by the Game Kitchen, a small studio from Seville in Spain, and the reason why that perhaps odd bit of context is important is because the whole game is based on Seville folklore. The Game Kitchen took loads of inspiration from the city of Seville, which is very traditional, especially in terms of religion. For example, there are processions of hundreds of people wearing those cone-like hats you can see on the main character here, which can be jarring to some people, but to the devs it is part of their childhood and is very normal and everyday. The devs thought to themselves, what if we take all of these traditions, things that have only been preserved through the arts, paintings and museums, and how would that look? Other cultures have been portrayed in the media, so the Game Kitchen were interested to see where they could go with their own culture. This gameplay you're seeing now comes from a later section in the game, about 2 or 3 hours into the main story. There are certain sections of the map that you can wall climb on, specific surfaces that allow you to get to different places, and this giant golden thing is a checkpoint, much like the bonfires in Dark Souls. The devs did say that there are likely going to be many references to Dark Souls, and you can probably already see why. There's also a clear influence from Metroidvania games. Here I have found a rosary bead. I can attach this to my rosary and this demo has 3 slots unlocked, but in the main game there will be 8. In this screen you can see the one I picked up is a dove skull. These slots will strengthen some of the stats of the Penitent One, the name of the main character. For instance, defense, attack, or affecting some luck-based stats. You can also find rare relics in the game, things that make the world change as you work through the world. There are quest items, Mea Culpa hearts. Mea Culpa is the name of your sword. These hearts you can attach to your sword to give you advantages and some disadvantages too. Then you have prayers, which are essentially spells. Then there's your skill tree, where you can improve your character, but only at Mea Culpa altars. Mea Culpa, FYI, is Latin for through my fault. Heavy. And then finally you have the good old collectible screen. NPCs are completely optional. You can complete the entire game without interacting with a single one, but they reward you for talking to them. You can receive an item or they can unlock a secret area. And from this NPC I got an empty golden thimble. Great, thanks. Here I use one of the prayers to get the enemies who are above me. It's a pretty powerful attack, but this uses fervor, which is the blue bar in the top left of the screen. You can get fervor by hitting enemies or by using blood penance, which is kind of like Seville's flesh sacrifice if you're watching our Divinity 2 Let's Plays, where you sacrifice your health for fervor. Not quite how Seville does it, but you know what I mean. Here I'm learning, badly, how to dash, and I keep forgetting that I have a flask, which is the way I can replenish my health. These enemies keep dashing in and out of the ground, and dodging is an absolute must to survive them. As you can see, I've now died and there are soft penalties for death in Blasphemous. You will see that I didn't lose any tears of atonement in the top right of the screen, but the fervor bar has become corrupted, and you will also get less tears when you kill enemies. And unlike Dark Souls, you're able to die up to 7 times before reaching the markers before those penalties become permanent.
Penitent One, you who carry the painful guilt in your cracked hands. Lend it to us and alleviate our burden. Lend it to us and wipe away our tears. Because it is an act of penitence.
And now here you see the skill tree. Here is the Mea Culpa altar. After that lovely pixel art cutscene, the Mea Culpa is now stronger. It deals a bit more damage, and I have now unlocked combat abilities up to level 2. Interacting with the altar shows me I have 5 new abilities to choose from to unlock. Here I unlock the ranged attack called Fervorous Blood, and then Sinful Wrath, an attack that anchors me to the ground but deals a single heavy attack. The unlock currency is Tears of Atonement, and when used, both of these attacks use Fervor. And here is the merchant. She sells many different things, but I've got my eye on one thing in particular here, a rosary bead that allows you to see how much health an enemy has. I then equip it and another one I picked up earlier, the Uvula of Proclamation, a rosary bead that gives me the opportunity to earn Tears of Atonement after destroying an object. This is where I learn how to parry. This enemy is shielded from the back, so you can only attack them from the front. I don't think I parry very successfully here, if at all. I mean, I struggle to even get up these platforms as I'm getting pushed around by the wind. But when I finally get up there, I can see a rosary bead in action. I can see the enemy's health, and I manage to kill the burdened enemy. And then I get caught out by this nasty thing. Excuse me please, don't be a tricky trickster. And this is where I'll leave it today, but first... And thanks again to Logitech G for sponsoring this video, featuring 50mm audio drivers, a 6mm mic and DTS Headphone X 2.0 surround sound technology under the hood. The G432 headset immerses you in the action and ensures you'll always be heard for a complete gaming experience. Find out how to order yours by following the link in the description. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions you'd like me to answer about Blasphemous, please put them in the comments and I'll do my best to answer them. We have some other goodies from Gamescom up on the channel already, so do check them out if you haven't already, and subscribe to Rock Paper Shotgun for more videos like this one. Thanks for watching, bye for now.